So this is the supporting psychological knowledge section of the mindfulness module. So it's very hard, if not impossible, to change harmful behavior patterns and habits until you become aware of them and how your thoughts and emotions maintain them. This means that becoming aware of your own mind and how it relates to your external environment is an essential part of change and moving towards wellness and balance. The research on mindfulness is vast. Mindfulness practices improve depression, emotional regulation, anxiety and stress, memory, cognitive functioning, relationships, and physical health. Mindfulness is a core part of several evidence-based therapy modalities, such as dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT, and mindfulness-based cognitive behavioral therapy. Thankfully, learning how to develop a mindful lifestyle is very easy these days, as there are numerous articles, videos, and apps centered on mindfulness. A great place to get started is, and then I've given you a link you can look at it in your workbook or online, follow it from there. So for neurodivergent individuals, it may be helpful to look into more active forms of mindfulness, such as repeating mantras or going for mindful walks, if you struggle significantly to sit still and relax your mind. And just to add to that, this is very common for a lot of people, but especially for neurodivergent folk who have very hyperactive minds. Um, we tend to really be resistant to mindfulness practices, especially meditation, because we think one that the purpose of this is to the purpose of mindfulness practices to like make your mind go blank, which is not true. It's really to just be aware of your mind, to watch your mind, right, and to not get attached to those thoughts, to kind of watch them as clouds go. Just be aware of what's in there. Um, but in general, we are really resistant to them because that it can be such a frustrating process to try to just sitting still, honestly, and being quiet can be really hard for us, especially if we're feeling really anxious or something like that. So, but that means that we need it even more. So if you find meditation and mindfulness really hard, that is a sign of how much you need it. So try not to write it off or just not do it at all. Instead, you can find other ways to try to engage with it to to start to build those skills. So what this could look like is going for a mindfulness walk. So you're moving your body, but as you're moving your body, you are just trying to stay present of what's in your mind and not, going off into the future or time traveling in your mind to the past, but just staying in the present moment, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of what's happening in there, but not getting attached to those thoughts, and kind of just practicing that attentional control of coming back to the present moment. Or you can like repeat a mantra. And so you can choose an affirmation if you want, something like everything is always working out for me. This is a good opportunity to like reprogram your brain, right? Whatever you want to program your brain with, you want to do it in repetition. So sitting and focusing on a mantra and affirmation that you want your brain to think about more often is a really helpful, more active mindfulness practice.